Red and white triangle sign at an intersection means slow down if an emergency vehicle is approaching, look both ways as you cross the intersection, always come to a full stop at the intersection, slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. Answer should be slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. A rectangular shaped sign is school crossing sign, railroad crossing sign, stop sign, speed limit sign. Answer should be speed limit sign. A diamond shaped sign is a road hazard sign, interested road sign, school crossing sign, speed limit sign. Answer should be road hazard sign. What are the colors of the warning signs that indicate hazard ahead, such as curves in the road or narrow bridges? Black letters or symbol on a white background, black letters or symbols on a yellow background, white letters or symbols on a blue background, white letters or symbols on a green background. Answer should be black letters in a yellow background. What are the colors of a sign which tells you the distance of the next exit of a highway? Yellow with black letters, black with white letters, red with white letters, green with white letters. Answer should be green with white letters. What does this road sign mean? Slow down and prepare to stop only if cars are approaching you. Come to a full stop, then go when it is safe to do so. Proceed carefully through the intersection, not always stopping. Stop only for traffic on an intersecting road. Answer should be come to a full stop, then go when it is safe to do so. Option B. This sign is warning that you are approaching an intersection, a crosswalk, a railroad crossing, a blasting zone. Answer should be option C, a railroad crossing. Which of the following must you obey over the other three? A steady red light, a policeman, a stop sign, a flashing red light. Answer should be option B, a policeman. As you near an intersection, the traffic light changes from green to yellow. Your best action would be to speed up to beat the red light, apply the brakes sharply to stop, be prepared to stop in the center of the intersection, be prepared to stop before the intersection. Answer should be option D. Be prepared to stop before the intersection. What does a slow moving vehicle emblem look like? A square red sign, a round green sign, a diamond shaped yellow sign, a triangular orange sign. Answer should be option 4, a triangular orange sign. This sign is used to warn drivers about upcoming intersections, road constructions, road curves ahead, change in the traffic lanes. Answer should be option C, road curves ahead. This sign tells you that no turns are allowed on this road. The road narrows ahead. There are a series of curves ahead. The road may be slippery when wet. Answer should be option C. There are a series of curves ahead. A yellow and black diamond shaped sign warns you about conditions on a near the road, helps direct you to cities and towns ahead, tells you about traffic laws and regulations, tells you about road construction ahead. The answer should be option A, warns you about conditions on or near the road. The sign with this shape and color is a dash sign. Option A, no passing zone, wrong way, railroad crossing, stop. Answer should be no passing zone. Which of these signs is used to show the end of a divided highway? Answer should be 2. Number 2. This sign shows one type of intersection, road curve, right turn, lane change. The answer should be option A, intersection. This sign shows one type of right turn, intersection, lane change, road curve. Answer should be option B, intersection. What should you be most concerned about when you see this sign? Driving with your headlights out of alignment because one side of your car is higher than the other, damaging a tree if you drift onto the shoulder, hydroplaning if the shoulder has water on it, losing control of your vehicle if you drift onto the shoulder because of your drop off. Answer should be option 4. Losing control of your vehicle if you drift onto the shoulder because of a drop off. What is the meaning of this sign? The traffic signal ahead is red. The traffic signal ahead is broken. The traffic signal ahead is green. There is a traffic signal ahead. Answer should be option B. There is a traffic signal ahead. This sign means divided highways ends, one-way street begins, one-way street ends, divided highway begins. Answer should be option 4. Divided highway begins. From top or bottom, the following is the proper order for traffic lights: red, yellow, green, red, green, yellow, green, red, yellow, green, yellow, red. Option should be red, yellow, green. Option A. You can remember RYG, R-Y-G, red, yellow, green. Top will be red, middle is yellow, and bottom will be green. This sign means pedestrian ahead, end of construction zone, school crossing ahead, flagger ahead. Answer should be flagger ahead. This sign means that a community service group is picking up trash along the highway ahead. Workers are on or very close to the road in the work zone ahead. Children are at play ahead. There is a pedestrian crosswalk ahead. Answer should be option B. Workers are on or very close to the road in the work zone ahead. When an arrow panel in a work zone shows either of the following patterns, it means the bulbs on the sign are burned out, drive with caution, changes lanes immediately, turn your radio to a station that gives traffic updates. Answer should be option B, drive with caution. When you see these black and yellow signs, it means the road to the right is for one-way traffic only. Due to the right because of road construction, slow down because the road ahead changes direction at an extreme angle. There is a crossroad ahead on your right. Answer should be option C. Slow down because the road ahead changes direction at an extreme angle. When you see this sign, it means there is an object on the roadway. Traffic is coming from the right. The road is curving sharply to the left. There is a merge point ahead. The option should be B. Sorry, option should be C. The road is curving sharply to the left. The posted speed limit show the minimum legal speed limit, the exact speed at which you must travel to avoid a ticket, the maximum safe speed under ideal road and weather conditions, the maximum safe speed under all road conditions. The answer should be option C, the maximum safe speed under ideal road and weather conditions. So any speed limit, always say it should be the maximum speed limit. A highway with two-way traffic is marked by which of these signs? 1, 2, 3, 4. Answer should be 3. That is like two-way traffic indication. You must obey all traffic signs if you have 15 points on your record at all times if you see a police officer only on weekends. The option should be option B. Answer should be option B. You arrive to an intersection which has a flashing red light. You should come to a full stop, then go when safe to do so. Stop only if cars are approaching the intersection. Stop only if cars are already in the intersection. Slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. Answer should be option A. Come to a full stop, then go when safe to do so. If you drive on the highway with a barrier that separates each direction, you see a school bus parked with its red signals are flashing on the other side of the highway. Need you to stop? No, you may proceed with caution. There is a barrier. No, you are required to slow down to 20 mile per hour. Yes, you have to stop while the red light stops flashing. Yes, you need to stop, but you can proceed when you consider that it is safe. Answer should be A. No, you may proceed with caution. There is a barrier between two roads. If three cars arrive at an uncontrolled crossroads, in what order you can proceed the car? Car C, B, and A, car A, C, and B, car B, C, and A, car A, B, and C. So the answer should be car B, C, and A. So car B can go first, then C, then car A, because car A will take left turn. What does this sign mean? Carousel ahead or turning, no direct left turn, 270-degree turn, wrong way, turn around and go back. Answer should be option C, 270-degree turn. You are able to turn left on the green arrow. Yes, you can turn left or go straight. Yes, but only if there is a sign left turn allowed. Yes, you can turn left as it is a protected turn where there are no other cars can enter the intersection. Yes, you can turn left, but it's unsafe turn where you still have to give way to traffic. Answer should be option C. Yes, you can turn left as it is a protected turn where there are no other car can enter the intersection. Two cars are turning on the split the highway. By the rules, which of the cars turning correctly? Blue B, red A, both of them, none of them. Answer A, blue B. Blue car is following the correct lane. and red car A is following the wrong lane. So answer is blue car. What does this sign mean? The speed limit throughout the day is 35 mile per hour. The speed limit is 35 mile per hour. The speed throughout the night is 35 mile per hour. The recommended speed limit is 35 mile per hour. Answer should be D. The recommended speed limit is 35 mile per hour. Don't be confused with the option B. The speed limit is 35 mile per hour. No, the recommended speed limit is 35 mile per hour. You arrive at an intersection. You want to turn left and you will get the green light. Can you continue? No, you cannot turn left if you have a green left arrow. Yes, you can turn left as it is a protected turn where there are no other vehicles were not allowed to enter the intersections. Yes, you can turn left, but you still have to give way to traffic and walkers. Yes, but only if there is a sign left turn allowed. Answer C. Yes, you can turn left, but you still have to give way for the traffic and walker. You stopped behind a school bus with flashing red signals and extended stop arm. When can you pass the bus? If the bus sounds its horn, if the flashing red signals turned off and the stop arm is retracted, if the flashing red signals turn off, if you see the way is clear. Answer should be B. If the flashing red signals turned off and the stop signs is retracted. The two cars are coming to the intersection at the same time. Which of the following statement is true? Car B must yield, car A must yield, car B must give way because it moves straight through the intersection. None of the above. Answer should be B. Car A must yield. The car B entered the intersection, turned right to red light. Car A comes with a green light. Which of the following is most correct? Car A must speed up to pass car B. Car B should stop and let car A go through intersection. Car A should yield the car B as car B is in intersection. None of the above. Correct answer is car A should yield the car B as car B is in the intersection. Who has the right of way? Pedestrian, B, C, A. You can see clearly pedestrian is there. Pedestrian is right. You see an emergency vehicle approach to you with its flashing lights turned on. What should you do? Maintain speed and direction changes. Lanes or stopping is unpredictable and can be dangerous. Pull over and stop only if emergency vehicles traveling in the same direction as you. Pull over and stop. It does not matter which direction the emergency vehicle is traveling. Pull over and stop only if the emergency vehicle is coming from the opposite direction. Answer should be C. Pull over and stop. It does not matter which direction the emergency vehicle is traveling. Two cars arrive to an intersection at the same time. Which of the following is true? The car A turning left must yield. The car A which is turning has right of way. The car B continuing straight must yield. None of the above. The answer should be A. The car A turning left must yield. Who here must yield? Car A, neither can go. Who entered the intersection last? The pedestrian. Answer should be the car A. The answer is A. The car A should yield in this intersection because the pedestrian has priority. If you are turning left into a driveway, what must you do before you continue? You have right of way, continue with care, wait for pedestrian and traffic, wait for traffic, wait for pedestrian. Answer should be wait for pedestrian and the traffic. If you have parked down a steep hill, if your car has automatic transmission, you should leave your car in park without what gear should use with a stick shift transmission. Answer should be leave your car in reverse or first gear. Option B, leave your car in reverse or first gear. Which car is not using the circle correctly? B, A, B, C are using the circle correctly. A, C. Answer should be D. C car is not following correct circle. What should you do for a flashing red traffic light? Drive with a care as traffic light not working. Stop, skip the traffic and go if it is safe. Stop, you cannot start until the light stop flashing. Just go, you do not need to stop or skip at a red flashing signal. Answer should be B. Stop, skip the traffic and go if it is safe. If an approaching train is near enough or going fast enough to be a danger, you must slow down and proceed with caution, not cross the tracks until the train has completely passed, cross the tracks at your own risk, find an alternative route across tracks. Answer should be not cross the tracks until the train has completely passed. B. You want to turn left at an intersection. The light is green, but oncoming traffic is heavy. You should use the next intersection, wait at the crosswalk for traffic to clear, wait in the center of the intersection for traffic to clear, take the right of way since you have the light. Answer should be C. Wait in the center of the intersection for traffic to clear. You arrive to an intersection which is blocked by other traffic. You should go slowly until the traffic ahead moves. Get as close as possible to the other car. Stay out of the intersection until you can pass through. Sound your horn to make the cars move up. Answer is go stay out of the intersection until you can pass through. Option C. You drive along a street and hear a siren. You cannot immediately see the emergency vehicle. You should keep driving until you see the vehicle, pull to the curb and look to see if it is on your street. Slow down but don't stop until you see it. Speed up and turn at the next intersection. Answer should be B. Pull to the curb until you see the vehicle, emergency vehicle. If you are parked parallel to the curb, you may get out of the car on the traffic side. During the daytime when other drivers can see you, when the traffic light at the closest intersection turns red, when you won't interfere with oncoming vehicles, if you use your four-way flashers first. Answer should be C. When you won't interfere with oncoming vehicles. What kind of drug other than alcohol can affect your driving ability? An allergy medicine, marijuana, a cold remedy, all three choices. Answer is all three choices. What effect might alcohol and another drug have when combined in your blood? Increase the effects of both, have no effect on driving ability, reduce the effects of the drug or medicine, reduce the effect of the alcohol. Answer should be A. increase the effects of both. Blood alcohol content, BAC, depends on each of the following except your body weight, how much you drink, how much time passes between drinks, how physically fit you are. Answer is option 4, how physically fit you are. So this is not depends, like blood alcohol content will not depend on this situation, how physically fit you are. What is the only effective way to reduce your blood alcohol content, BAC? Drinking coffee, exercising, allow your body time to get rid of alcohol, taking a cold shower. Answer C, allow your body time to get rid of alcohol. Which of the following does alcohol affect? Recovery from headlight glare, reaction time, judgment of distances, all three choices. All three choices. Drinking coffee after drinking alcohol, decreased blood alcohol content, cancels the effects of the alcohol, has no effect of blood alcohol content, increases blood alcohol content. Answer C, has no effect on blood alcohol content. Which of the following influence the effects of alcohol? The amount of food in the stomach, the body weight of an individual, how much time passes between drinks, all three choices. Answer is all three choices. Which of the following does not happen after drinking? Your reflexes and reaction time slow down, your judgment of speed and distance is distorted, you are less alert, you calm down so you can concentrate. So it says which of the following does not happen after drinking? Does not happen. So you calm down so you can concentrate. It cannot happen. It does not happen. Like you cannot be concentrated and calm down while you are drunk. So answer is fourth option. You calm down so you can concentrate. The question asks which following does not happen after drinking. So you calm down so you can concentrate. What effects does drinking alcohol and taking a prescription drug or over-the-counter medicine have? The medicine reduces the effect of the alcohol. The alcohol will help the medicine cure the cold. The combination could multiply the effects of the alcohol. No effect, they are different substances. Answer should be C. The combination could multiply the effects of the alcohol. If you drink alcohol socially, what helps ensure safe driving? Drink coffee before driving, ride home with a friend who has not been drinking, take a cold shower before driving, stop drinking 1/2 hour before driving. Answer should be ride home with a friend who has not been drinking. Which of the following is true? People driving under the influence of alcohol are not a problem in Wisconsin state, every driver's problem whether they drink or not, a police enforcement problem only a problem to those who drink. The answer is every driver's problem whether they drink or not. Option B. You have just left an expressway and are starting to drive on an ordinary highway. You should check your tires for correct pressure, check your speedometer to keep at the lower speed limit, stay twice as far behind other cars, change gradually to the lower speed limit. Answer is B. Check your speedometer to keep at the lower speed limit. Your car starts to skid on a slippery road. You should brake quickly and keep the wheel straight. Lock your brakes until you come to a full stop. Steer in the direction you want the front wheels to go. Steer toward the side of the road to get off the wet pavement. Answer is C. Steer in the direction you want the front wheels to go. If a tire blows out, the proper thing to do is speed up to gain traction and then pull to the right. Hold the steering wheel firmly and ease up on the gas. Apply the brakes, then shift into neutral. Shift into neutral, then apply the brakes. Answer is B. Hold the steering wheel firmly and ease up on the gas. When attempting to stop on a slippery road, the best action to take is to apply the brakes quickly and firmly. Apply the brakes in slow, steady strokes. Shift to a lower gear, do not use the brakes. Shift into neutral, do not use the brakes. Answer is B. Apply the brakes in slow, steady strokes. When your right wheels run onto a soft shoulder, what is the best way to get back on the highway? Apply the brakes firmly and steer gently to the left. Ease your foot off the gas and brake gently. Steer hard to the left and then gently to the right. Apply the brakes firmly and stop completely. Answer is B. Use your foot off the gas and brake gently. If your brake pedal suddenly sinks to the floor, you should first try to pump it to build up the pressure, shift into neutral and shut the engine off. Try to raise it by hooking your toe under it. Apply the parking brake hard to stop the car. Answer should be A. Try to pump it to build up the pressure. If your turn signal failed, you should use dash to indicate you are turning, your horn, your headlights, hand signals, your emergency flashers. Answer should be C. Hand signals. Don't be confused. You may think your emergency flashers. It may not work, and you shouldn't horn the drivers. And your headlights can make a glare to other drivers. So answer should be C. Hand signals. If a vehicle using high beams comes toward you, you should turn on your high beams, turn off your headlights, sound your horn, flash your high beams. Answer should be flash your high beams. If a vehicle using high beams comes toward you, you should look towards dash of the road, either side, the center, the right side, the left side. Answer should be the right side, because your upcoming vehicle will be in your left side, so you shouldn't be in the center or in the left side. So answer should be on the right side, because your vehicle will be on the right side. You should look on your right side. If another car is in danger of hitting you, you should sound your horn, wave your arms, use your emergency lights, flash your headlights. Answer should be sound your horn. If you begin to feel tired while driving, the best thing to do is get some coffee, open your window, stop driving, turn on the radio. Answer should be C. Stop driving. If another driver cuts you off in traffic, you should pull next to the driver and yell at him or her. Ignore the other driver, flash your high beams at the driver, get back at the other driver by cutting him or her off. Answer should be B. Ignore the other driver. So whoever is cutting you off, ignore him. Ignore the other driver would be the correct answer for this question. If someone is driving aggressively behind you, you should try to get out of the aggressive driver's way, stare at the driver as he or she is passing you, speed up as he or she is passing you, block the passing lane. Answer should be try to get out of the aggressive driver's way. If you have a tire blowout, you should allow the steering wheel to move freely, let the car slow to a stop, continue driving until you reach a garage, brake hard to stop the car immediately. Answer should be B. Let the car slow to a stop. If your car breaks down on a highway, you should sit in your car and wait for help. Use your four-way flashers to warn other drivers. Sound your horn at passing motorists. Flash your headlights on oncoming traffic. Answer should be 2. Use your four-way flashers to warn other drivers. If the rear of your vehicle starts to skid left, you should steer left, hit your brakes, accelerate, steer right. Answer should be option A, steer left. So remember, if your vehicle starts to skid left, so you should steer left. Don't be confused with steer right. So answer should be steer left if your vehicle starts to skid left. When two vehicles enter an intersection from different highways at the same time, which vehicle must yield the right of way? Either one, vehicle on the left, vehicle on the right, neither one. Answer should be B, vehicle on the left. A leaking exhaust system can cause excessive oil use, makes your vehicle need a tune-up sooner than normal, make you drowsy when driving, set grass fires on county roads. Answer should be C. Make you drowsy when driving. When driving on the interstate, if you miss your exit, you should drive to the next exit, make a U turn, stop and wait for a green light, yield to traffic entering the highway. Answer should be A. Drive to the next exit. What is the number one killer on Wisconsin's roads? Poor or unkept roads, inclement weather driving conditions, drunk and impaired drivers, excessive speed. Drunk and impaired drivers. Explain how one can avoid driving while fatigued. Get a good night rest, pre-plan your trip and share the driving, stop and take a break every 2 hours or so, all of the above. Answer is all of the above. What should you do if your car's right wheels leave the pavement? Stop quickly, pull all the way off and wait until it is safe to get back on the road. Accelerate and steer back on the road quickly. Take your foot off the gas and when you are slowed down, ease back on the road when it is safe to do so. Answer is option 4. Take your foot off the gas and when you are slowed down back on the road when it is safe to do so. What should you do if your accelerator sticks while driving? Reach down and attempt to pull it up, shift to park, shift to neutral, and apply steady pressure on the brake. Turn the engine off. Answer should be option C. Shift to neutral and apply steady pressure on the brake. What should When approaching an accident scene, you should keep your attention on driving, keep moving, stop if you are involved or if emergency help has not arrived, all of the above. Answer should be stop if you are involved or emergency help has not arrived. Don't be confused with all of the above. If you become stranded in a snowstorm, the best thing to do is get out of the car and go for help, lay down in the car and go to sleep, keep the windows rolled up tight, stay in the car as you are more likely to be found. Answer should be option 4. Stay in the car as you are more likely to be found. If you are involved in a crash and leave the crash scene, your license will be revoked. You may be fined up to $20. It is all right if you are in a hurry. You will be fined and go to jail. Answer should be your license will be revoked. You may cross a double solid yellow line to pass a slow-moving truck, to turn into a driveway, to pass a car if traffic permits, under no conditions. Answer should be to turn into a driveway. It may be confusing, but clearly remember it to turn into a driveway. You may cross a single solid white line in the highway whenever you want to, if traffic conditions require, only to turn into a driveway, only to make a U-turn. Answer should be option B, if traffic conditions require. A traffic light which has a green arrow and a red light means that you may only drive straight ahead. You may drive only in the direction of the green arrow. You must wait for a green light. Vehicles moving in any direction must stop. Answer should be option B. You may drive only in the direction of the green arrow. What does a flashing yellow light mean? Merging traffic, proceeds with caution, pedestrian crossing, come to a full stop. Answer should be option B. Proceed with caution. What vehicles must stop at all railroad crossings? Pickup trucks, school buses and passengers buses carrying passengers, motorcycles, vehicle towing a trailer. Answer should be option B. School buses and passengers buses carrying passengers. What is the appropriate action to take when approaching a railroad crossing that does not have signals such as lights or crossing gates? Always bring the car to a complete stop, slow down and be prepared to stop. Do nothing, all railroad crossings have signals. Increase speed to get across the tracks quickly. Answer should be option B. Slow down and be prepared to stop. Don't be confused with option A. Slow down and be prepared to stop. You may never park on a one-way street, at the entrance of a building, in a crosswalk, within 50 feet of a fire hydrant. So the question never park. So never park would be a option is in a crosswalk. So you can never park in a crosswalk. All other options you may be restricted, but sometimes for some time, a small amount of time you can park. But in a crosswalk, you can never park your vehicles in the crosswalk. That's the question. You may never park. A driver may park in a space reserved for a people with disabilities if the vehicle displays license plates for the disabled. Regardless of who is in the vehicle, only if the driver is disabled and is carrying the disabled person named on the registration, if someone in the driver's immediate family is disabled. Answer should be and is carrying the disabled person named on the registration. Option C. In a parking space reserved for people with disabilities, a non-disabled driver may park in emergency, may not park but stop in an emergency, may not park or stop but may stand in an emergency, may neither park, stop, nor stand. Answer should be fourth. May neither park, stop, nor stand. One of the rules of defensive driving is look straight ahead as you drive, stay alert and keep your eyes moving, expect that other drivers will make up for your error, be confident that you can avoid danger at the last minute. Answer should be option B. Stay alert and keep your eyes moving. What does alcohol do to your driving skills and judgment? It helps driving skills but harms your judgment. It harms both driving skills and judgment. It has no effect on either driving skills or judgment. It has no effects on judgment but it harms driving skills. Answer is it harms both driving skills and judgments. What happens to your driver's license if you refuse to take a chemical test, breath, or blood? There is no evidence to find you guilty of drinking driving. You cannot be arrested for drunk driving. Your driver's license will be taken away. None of this choice. So your driver's license will be taken away. What are the consequences that can result from driving under the influence of alcohol or other drugs? Possibly imprisonment, a mandatory fine, a driver license revocation, all three choices. Answer is all three choices. Your driver license can be revoked, a mandatory fine can be taken, possible imprisonment also possible. So all three choices. What a chemical test is used to measure reaction time, blood alcohol content, vision, driving ability. Answer is blood alcohol content. In this state, what blood alcohol content is evidence for the intoxication? 0.05%, 0.03%, 0.10%, 0.08%. So the answer is 0.08%. Which of the following statement is true about BAC, blood alcohol content? The breathalyzer is a test of a person BAC. A chemical test for a BAC is needed for an alcohol conviction. BAC levels are reduced by a person physician fitness. After drinking coffee or a cold shower will lower your BAC. Answer should be A. The breathalyzer is a test of person BAC. For alcohol conviction BAC, a chemical test is not done for BAC which do the alcohol conviction. So answer is A. The breathalyzer is a test of a person's BAC or blood alcohol content. The minimum drinking age in this state is dash years 9, 20, 21, 18. Answer should be 21. Option C. It is against the law for anyone under the age of 21 to dash alcohol. So wear clothing advertising, be in the presence of, consume, serve. So consume alcohol, option C. Under 21, they cannot consume alcohol, they cannot possess alcohol, they cannot transport alcohol. It is against the law of anyone under the age of 21 to dash alcohol, wear clothing advertising, possesses, serve, be in the presence of, possesses. Option B. Answer should be possesses. It is against the law of anyone under the age of 21 to dash alcohol, serve, wear clothing advertising, be in the presence of, transport. Answer is transport. If you are arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol and refuse to take the blood test, you will receive a drug counseling treatment, sentence of 1 day in jail, driver license suspension, $300 fine. Answer is driver license suspension. If a police office require you to take a blood, breath, or urine test, you may choose to test you prefer, must sign a consent form, may refuse if underage, must take the test, or your license will be suspended. Answer is fourth one, must take the test or your license will be suspended. If you are stopped by a police officer, you should unbuckle your seat belt and lower your window. Get your paperwork ready before the officer reaches your car. Stay in your vehicles with your hands on the steering wheel and wait for the officers to approach you. Get out of your car and walk toward the patrol car. Answer is C. Stay in your vehicle with your hands on the steering wheel and wait for the officer to approach you. If you move, you must report your change of address to the Field Operation Bureau within 2 days, 2 weeks, 10 days, 15 days, 1 month. Answer should be 10 days. Parents, when signing off for their child under 18 years of age, are indicating that their child had passed a driving education course, that their child is a careful driver, that they are affirming their child's correct date of birth, that they are accepting financial responsibility for any damage as a result of the minor operating a motor vehicle. Answer is fourth option, that they are accepting financial responsibility for any damage as a result of the minor operating a motor vehicle. When you go to take your driver license test, you must have your birth certificate and original or certified copy. You do not need any identification. You must go with your driver education teacher. You need to have fire and theft insurance. Answer is you must have your birth certificate and original or certified copy. If you want to take the driving test and your car is not safe, you may not take the driving test. You may take the test and get the trouble repaired later. You may borrow a driver education card. You must go with your parent. You may not take the test. If you need to wear glasses to pass the vision test, you will need to wear them at night. You will be required to wear them while driving. You may wear them only when you feel like it. You will need to have them in the car. Answer is you will be required to wear them while driving. Before you may get a learner's license, you must pass the written test. Ask the doctors if you may drive, be 18 years old, have collision insurance. Answer should be pass the written test. Every driver must have proof of vehicle liability insurance. If they have a crash, if their vehicle when driving, in their vehicle when driving, at home in a safe place, if they hit a deer on the road. Answer should be B, in the vehicle when driving. Drivers must have their vehicles registration in their vehicles, at home in a safe place, at the insurance company, at the county courthouse. Answer should be A, in their vehicles. When any vehicle is bought or sold, the owner must keep the old registration card for 5 years, get a new registration card, use the old registration card, renew their driver license. Answer should be get a new registration card. If you transport hazardous types of materials, you may need a hazardous material endorsement. If the vehicles you are operating requires placards, you will need a Class D license. You do not need any special license. You can drive only at night. Answer should be A. You may need a hazardous material endorsement if the vehicles you are operating requires placards. A learner's license lets a person practice in a driver education car only, drive anytime by themselves, drive only if they have a licensed driver in the front seat beside them, practice only in a parking lot. Answer should be C, drive only if they have a licensed driver in the front seat beside them. What is a provisionary license? A license restricted to essential driving only. A license to practice driving a commercial vehicle. A learner's license to practice with. A temporary unrestricted license. Answer should be A. A license restricted to essential driving only. A reckless driver is a driver who drives with a willful and wanton disregard for the safety of others, drives faster than the speed limit in daytimes, has a crash, drives carefully. Answer is A. Drives with a willful and wanton disregard for the safety of others. Drivers become habitual offenders when they get 30 points in a 1 year period, they get 15 points in a 3 year period, they get 30 points in a 3 year period, they get 3 speeding tickets. Answer should be C. They get 30 points in a 3 year period. Don't be confused with the option 4. The answer is 3. They get 30 points in a 3 year period. Habitual offenders will lose their license for 3 years, 2 years, 6 months, 10 years. Answer is 3 years. Person who drive after drinking alcohol can have their license suspended, may have more expensive car insurance rates, may be put in jail. All of the above. Answer is all of the above. In Wisconsin state, if you refuse to take an alcohol test, you will lose your license for 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, 3 years. Answer is 6 months. Don't be confused with the 3 years. Turn signals must be visible for 100 feet, 300 feet, 175 feet, only visible at night. Answer should be 300 feet. Vehicle tailgates must be seen for 500 feet to let other drivers know you are slowing down, to help you see when backing up, to help other drivers see animal on the road, to let other drivers see you. Answer: to let other drivers see you. When driving with babies and children under 6 years of age and who weigh less than 60 pounds, they should sit in the front seat, they should sit in the back seat, they must be buckled into a child safety seat, they should have snacks and toys for long trips. Answer is C. They must be buckled into a child safety seat. The law requires safety belt use for all people in the car when your car has airbags every time you drive. All of the above. Answer should be all of the above. According to Wisconsin law, vehicles parked parallel shall have their wheels within how many inches of the curve? 12 inches, 24 inches, 18 inches, 6 inches. Answer is 12 inches. The speed limit in a town, unless otherwise posted, is 25 miles per hour. 3. There is no speed limit. 30 miles per hour, 45 miles per hour. Answer is 25 miles per hour. Do not park your vehicle within feet of a fire hydrant. Within dash feet of a fire hydrant. 5 feet, 10 feet, 25 feet, 15 feet. Answer should be 10 feet. For fire hydrant, 10 feet. Do not park your vehicle within feet of a railroad crossing. 5 feet, 10 feet, 25 feet, 15 feet. It should be 25 feet. For railroad crossing, parking should be 15 feet. Fire hydrant, 10 feet. And near a fire station, that should be 15 feet. Do not park your vehicle within dash feet of a fire station a driveway on the same side of the street or directly across from the entrance. 5, 10, 25, 15. It should be 15 feet. You must stop a minimum of dash feet from a stopped school bus with its red lights flashing. 10 feet, 20 feet, 50 feet, 30 feet. Answer is 20 feet. So school bus 20 feet, fire hydrant 10 feet, fire and intersection has a stop sign crosswalk but no stop line. You must stop before the crosswalk 50 feet before the intersection where you think the stop line would be with your front wheels in the crosswalk. Answer should be A, before the crosswalk. Which of the following is used on some highways to direct drivers into the proper lanes for turning? Flashing red lights, flashing yellow lights, white lines on the side of the road, white arrows in the middle of the lanes. Answer is fourth one, white arrows in the middle of the lanes. When the road is marked with a solid yellow line and a broken yellow line on your side, you may pass only in an emergency, if you are on an expressway, if traffic is clear, only at an intersection. Answer is if traffic is clear. A solid white line on the right edge of the highway slants in towards your left. That shows that there is an intersection just ahead. You are approaching a construction area. You will be required to turn left just ahead. The road will get narrower. Answer is the road will get narrower. The option 4. The road will get narrower. If traffic prevents you from crossing all the way across a set of railroad tracks, you may proceed only when an approaching train is not moving fast enough to be a danger. There is room for your vehicle on the other side. At least one half of your vehicle can cross the tracks. No trains are in sight. Answer should be there is no room for your vehicle on the other side. It is confusing, but remember the answer B. You should have enough room on the other side of the track. Like if there is other vehicles in other side of the track and there is no enough room, then you shouldn't cross the track. You should stop before the track just to be in safe. You must yield the right of way to an approaching vehicle when you are already in a traffic circle, already in an intersection, going straight ahead, turning left. The answer should be turning left. What does it mean when a school bus is stopped and its red lights are flashing? You may pass if no children are on the road. You may not pass while the red lights are flashing. You may pass if you are facing the front of the bus. You may pass if it is on the other side of a divided highway. Answer is you may pass if it is on other side of a divided highway. You may pass another vehicle on the right if it is waiting to turn right, turn left, park at the curb, turn into a driveway on the right. Answer should be turn left. You may pass another vehicle on the right if it is waiting to turn left. The car behind you begins to pass you. You should maintain your speed so traffic will flow smoothly.